Welcome to the IslandStats.com football show, your weekly dose of all the action from Bermuda's top four leagues. We bring you in-depth coverage of the Premier and First Divisions, results, highlights, analysis, and exclusive interviews. We also keep you up to date with the latest news and developments from the Bermuda Football Association. Stay tuned for the IslandStats.com football show, your one-stop shop for everything you need to know about the beautiful game in Bermuda. Now, from the pitch to the sideline, the calls that shape the game. Welcome to Excellence in Action, the referee show here on IslandStats.com, where we dabble in the world of officiating, dissect the decisions, and celebrate the men and women in the middle. Join us each week as we chat with top officials, analyze controversial moments, and explore the challenges and triumphs of being a referee. Get inside perspective on the rules, the pressure, and the split-second judgments that can make or break a match. It's more than just whistles and flags. It's excellence in action. Now let's get to the show. Well, good morning and welcome to this edition of Excellence in Action on Referee's Corner here on IslandStats.com. I'm your host, Earl Baston. Joining me is none other than Ainsley and, oh my gracious, I just asked you your name. I have two gentlemen from oh my gracious, what is it? Kingsley? Quincy. I'm sorry, Quincy and Ainsley. Man, I've had a blank moment. But gentlemen, first of all, thank you very much for joining me, and thank you for helping the Bermuda Football Association fulfill their mandate of having matches with your help, your assistance. Ainsley, let me start with you. Is this your first time to Bermuda, or second or third? That many?
First of all, I want to say greetings to you and greetings to your fellow viewers. This is not my first time to Bermuda. Actually, it's my fourth time to Bermuda.
Okay, fourth time. What has changed this time around? If you've noticed any change?
The weather.
The sun's out today. The sun's out today, man. Come on. Ease me up, Prince. The
sun is out now, but it changed drastically.
Yeah. You guys had a rough night Friday night. That rain, that wind, that all sorts of things. Quincy, for you, I know this is not your first time, but other than the weather, what has changed for you?
I think I would have been one of the first officials outside of Bermuda to come here.
Yes.
Having come and seen there is growth in terms of the players starting to be a bit more professional. Obviously, the first time coming here, it was all over the place in terms of their uniforms and whatnot. Now we see them. Compliant to the laws of the game, which makes our job easier, especially when coming to the uniform.
Right. Well, both of you, let me just say congratulations, because both of you, after leaving Bermuda, will shortly end up in Qatar at the Under-17 World Cup. A World Cup is a World Cup is a World Cup. But that phone call to go to the World Cup, Ainsley, what was that?
Repeat what you said. Repeat again.
The phone call or the email that you're going to a World Cup. What was that moment for you?
Actually, I was on a plane leaving from I think it was Denver, and one of my colleagues had Wi-Fi while I was sleeping, and he wake me up and said, "Congratulations, Caleb Wales." Caleb Wales actually wake me up and said, "Congratulations." I was like, "Congratulations for what?" He was like, "You're going to Qatar for the Under-17 World Cup." I was like, "What?" I said, "This is the best wake-up call." I said, "This is one time. I don't mind your wake up." I said I enjoy my sleep on a plane, but this is one time I enjoy this wake up. This is the best wake up call.
And what was that moment like for you,
Well, I
Quincy? Okay,
definitely didn't
okay.
go back to sleep. That is one.
Oh, you
That's
did?
number one. I didn't go back. I couldn't go back and sleep. It was just a happy moment to know. Well, it's years of hard work, years of dedication, discipline, of course, and to know when the moment has arrived for me to showcase my experience and talent. So it was a joyful and an experience that was overwhelming for me.
Sure. Quincy, what about you when that message came? Where were you and what were you doing?
I think I had now come back home from a training session, and when I first find out was Ziegler. Now everybody in CONCACAF knows that Ziegler likes to make jokes, right?
Uh-huh.
So when he sent it, I'm like, congrats for what? He say you going under 17 World Cup. I say no man. I say where you see it? He say he said check the list. I said send it for me, and then he sent it and immediately after I started receiving a whole set of messages and whatnot. And then later on in the day, the email came, and I was like, yeah, this is for real.
Yeah. Now, so you guys are very unique because you've had the opportunity to work with our young people. Now they get an opportunity to see you in a different light. I know they get to know you regularly and your international officials and so forth. But now you're gonna have what any player, any 17-year-old, any official would want, a World Cup behind your name kind of thing. Um, Looking back at the information you've been able to hand over to um, our local youth officials, how does that now make you feel like you're kind of a trailblazer for them because they know who you are?
What I would say is it helps motivate them as well because they see an opportunity where there is growth and there is something to work forward for. So it's not just refereeing locally; you can end up being on the world stage. So them getting the opportunity to officiate with us in Bermuda, they're seeing it as Bermuda, but now they're seeing it as, hey, these are World Cup referees that we could be in them shoes one day. So it helps motivate them to actually work hard towards something.
Yeah, yeah. And Quincy, you said you were one of the first to come to Bermuda through this program that head of referees from the BFA, Princeton Williams, was able to put together. And you've seen the growth of that program. Um, Being a part of it, how does that made you feel over the years when you come back and see how that has grown in stature?
Um, Obviously, when I came here the first time, coming out of COVID, um, it was like I been here just as any one of the local officials. I was just at that moment a CONCACAF official. I didn't have
Hmm.
my FIFA badge, and then it also gave me the opportunity to see a different culture of football, see a different country, experience a different kind of football. I always say every country there's something different, and in Bermuda here we find that the management of the players is most important. It's a bit challenging. The attitude of the players as well is a bit challenging to deal with, but we are referees, we have to find ways and find methods of dealing with it. And I think from then to now, we see even Omari going to the FIFA panel. Omari was someone that was an assistant referee with me in CFU on the CFU final under 14 finals, and here he is now as a FIFA referee. And we see the growth. We talk not on a daily basis, but obviously we have conversation, and just to see that what Mr. Williams is doing is actually coming into fruition is something that is tremendous.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, there'll be a lot of people back in Trinidad will be happy for you guys and so forth. But what when you would have first became CONCACAF officials, and now you've become FIFA official, but CONCACAF recognizes your ability and gives you that call up. Um, when you start out, that confidence that you have for someone to notice you, to call you onto the CONCACAF list or the FIFA list and stuff, so forth. Take us through that transition for you, Kingsley, Quincy, because obviously, again, people see you in the middle at Devonshire Rack, but don't know what that struggle's been like. The steps that you've had to take, and now we see it, like you just said, through Omari. We saw it through Tashan getting it as a FIFA AR. We have two other ARs, and Stefan and Clinton. But take us through that part where some of these youngsters that are now in our program want to follow that route.
So when I started, then it would have been the CONCACAF Academy would have been named the Program of Refereeing Excellence POR. The journey, obviously, it's never easy. And my grandfather used to say, in life, if you want to find shortcuts, then you can find the shortcut. But sooner or later, you'll realize that, hey, these shortcuts will lead me down to an alley that I may have to turn around and come back out to go again. So it's better to take the long way out.
Mm-hmm.
And going to the program, it actually showed me a different level of refereeing, because then I would have been amongst the likes of Ivan Baton, Ismail Elfat from USA, the Said Martinez, just to name a few, even Ocean Nation at that point in time.
Yeah.
And for me, it was like, yeah, I think one day I will get there, but just be patient, wait for your opportunity, take all the opportunities that you get, be consistent in your performance in the classroom, of the field, when fitness test comes around, and things will happen for you. And for me, that's just basically refereeing in a nutshell, being consistent, being disciplined, and staying passionate about something we all love doing.
Sure. Ainsley, you got Cranston's number on speed dial? Or does he have your number on speed dial?
I think it's both.
But when you get that phone call, are you available from someone like Cranston? Give us your reaction.
Well, first of all, I give great kudos to Mr. Cranston, because for the hard work and dedication he has portrayed, I will put him a cut above the rest, in not only in CFU, but wow, he have done a tremendous work. For what I have seen for my first time coming here, what he does with the youth referees here is tremendous. He has put not only finance in front of it, but he has put his heart and soul involved. And when you listen to how we speak about the growth and development towards refereeing in Bermuda, you hear the passion, and that is something I look forward for, to see where I can class someone. When I hear the passion and the motivation that he have towards seeing something accomplished, and how he itemize, he make decision in terms of what he wants to see in the future, and you hear the words that he use in terms of where he wants to see his referees at next year or next 2 years, is like, wow. It's like, this is something that a true leader is someone that I will say Cranston represents a true leader.
Okay. I know you gentlemen do have a busy day today, so I'm going to let you get going to do the matches you have today. And again, I personally want to thank you for coming down and assisting and ensuring that we can have matches played, which helps us grow not only domestically but internationally as well. So good luck today. Have fun. Teach not only our footballers but our assistant referees and our referees. Give them some of your experience and let it rub off, and we can all grow together. How's that?
Definitely. Thank you. Definitely. We will.
All right. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you out there sometime.
Thank you. You too.
Okay.